Greetings and peace. This is Queen Sarita here with another reading for you. This reading has to do with Venus entering Taurus, which is set to happen on March 31st, 12:54 a.m. This is a very important event, and we're going to talk about how this energy plays out first with an overall guidance card for the overall reading from the Lord of Ganesha deck. Then we also have, and I know I'm not saying the name of that, it's called the Whispers of Ganesha. I really messed it up. That's the name of it. So with this beautiful deck, we're going to use this as the overall guidance card and talk about how Venus entering Taurus on March 31st at 12:54 a.m. is going to be moving around or happening, or some people may experience it this way, but you do have free will. So here we go. A Libra full moon. And this Libra full moon, before I even tell you that, let me tell you who I am. I'm Queen Sarita. My website's naturallyhighlife.com. On Instagram, I'm Queen Sarita. I love doing videos, readings. Right now, we just got finished doing a series of the majors in, well, we're still doing it, but the majors in the Fool's Journey and the Tarot. And so the cards that I'm going to be using in this reading, I will use some Oracle Tarot cards. And if you want to learn how to read them yourself a little bit better, or you just want some more insight, or you want to hear what I have to say about it, then check out my Beginner's Tarot playlist, which is, look at my playlist on YouTube and you'll find it. Or subscribe and you'll get all my videos and get access to them. I have like 400 and some videos on here, y'all. I can't even believe it. But let's go into this Libra full moon. And as someone who is a Libra has been a big energy in my life. Yeah, creativity is all that comes to mind when I think of Libras. Balance, people say, equilibrium, harmony, bringing different things together harmoniously. And so we've got our overall guidance card, and here's what I had to say about it. So the Libra full moon is going to help us. It's going to help us really move along drastically in all areas, in like a whole bunch of ways, let me tell you. Because what is really happening when you have this? Love is going to be taken for granted for some. It's going to be given more than ever for others. And then you'll also have people who are going to find love to be a little confusing at times at this time, especially with Mercury being retrograde. You have your communication, if the communication isn't that good already, and then you got Mercury retrograde, and then you have a whole lot of love that wants to come in. It maybe it's not going to be communicated in a way that you may understand at times. There's also wanting security with Taurus. Wanting security is huge. Putting things in place for security, along with the desire of wanting more security, there also is a feeling that comes from wanting to feel valuable for a person and validate it, appreciate it. Now, the five senses are also going to be stimulated from all of this Venus and Taurus energy. It is the senses. You may be with your lover, be with your husband or wife, and want to do Kama Sutra. You all may bring fruit. You all may do a whole lot of different things, but they're just going to have to do with Venusian related things. And some of that has to do with things that are the energy of beauty and love, Venus. And Venus does rule two signs of the zodiac, which are Taurus and Libra. And five senses, that's Taurus. You know, the bull. It's a very relaxed energy, but it's very focused on the long term. So you had Venus, and then you got seriousness. It really brings a very, very nice energy together when you see this, especially during this full moon. That's going to also be a Libra one. You're going to have triple love on top of triple love on top of passions, and really connecting with whatever your passion is, whether it be a type of work that you want to be doing, whether it be a type, like some people are going to really be changing some things. So let's look at what that is. I was going to say career. Ooh, the two signs that are a part of it, meaning You got fancy and glamorous Venus on the scene. Then you have Taurus and Libra. It's fiery, but it's very fancy though, more than anything. It's glamorous. It's not fiery though. And it's going to be a focus of pleasure in many of its forms. With these two coming together, Venus and Taurus, expect to see love deepen. Expect to have it deepen. Expect to just really have the desire to want it to deepen. And some goals will be set for that to happen. And there's also going to be a desire to have or to improve the way that you love and receive love. The focus could also be on beautifying yourself, your children, or someone is going to receive some unexpected gifts of abundance, pleasure in life and love, along with just love in general is a sign, the sign that this is about Venus. We also have sensuality, and then possessions. This is dealing with Taurus and security and belonging. They're going to come up right now. Some people also desire more hands-on expressions of their people's love or people's love in their life. They want to see more outward expressions of that, or they'll be exploring, like scientists, how people are going to be delivering love to them. Venus also entered Aries, and that was on March 6th, and it's going to be there from then until March 31st. So March 6th through the March 31st. Pretty amazing, because that is when things are going to be very harmonious, even more so because Venus is not going to be in Aries, but that fiery energy is there that we talked about earlier. I did accidentally say fiery, that's why I said it. Aries and Venus together, that's a fiery thing going on. Lots of passion, juiciness. It's not going to stop though with all of these other signs that are all about beauty and makeovers and having fun and, just having a light-hearted life and looking beautiful while doing it, might I say. The other thing is, like I said, security is the biggest thing. And, looking at your possessions, what do you want more of? What do you not? What to get rid of? What to make room for? If you don't have something, not being a victim and making excuses about what you couldn't get and how you can, but making a plan on how you can get it. How can you get what you want? This is also going to be wanting to dance. A lot of dancing. Some people may take some dance classes up to. Sexy, productive, and highly motivated is what this energy is about when you have Aries and Venus together again. Sexy, productive, and highly motivated. Lastly, questions and concerns that come up now could include things that are about things that are on this card, but what's stable in my life? Ask yourself that. What's actually productive? Like, what's working? And am I enjoying my resources, values, relationships, choices? Am I enjoying them? What can I do to change them if I need to? Ganesha's card comes up as the overall guidance card for this energy of Venus being or entering in Taurus. And when I see Ganesha's card, it's talking about generosity. Generosity of what? Your love. Generosity of your beautifulness. Generosity of your most beautiful self. He's handing something to his challenges. So if something is challenging you in life, be very generous about, being there to move on from it or to get closer to it so you can understand it. But make a choice. There's a choice being made here to take action. Making an offering with the past to move on to the present during this Mercury retrograde also. The last thing is a cycle coming to an end for a lot of people that, with the double full moons in the same month, absolutely. So look at everything with the microscope and see what it is that is working, what's not, what can change, and begin making some leeway into that direction. At this time, I'm going to go ahead and do an overall guidance card for everyone and all the signs. So I'm going to remove Ganesha's card, which we had, generosity. And I'm pulling from the Lover's Tarot for the Heart deck. This deck right here. Let me hurry up. I'm supposed to be going on a date with my husband. So I've got to get ready. Well, I am ready. I've got to put on my shoes. So let me go ahead, and I want to do a reading beginning with the very first sign. As I look at my notes, okay, awesome. Here's my list. So, the energy of Venus entering in Taurus is going to play out a certain way for different people, unless they decide they don't want it to be that way. So, I'm going to pull a card for each sign, and I'm going to read on it, and then I'm going to move on to the other one. But this is about Venus entering Taurus and what can be expected for you, or potentially for you, because as I said, you have free will. But this energy is going to be up in the air. I can feel it right now. For Aries going first, giving and receiving. And for you Aries, we've got the energy of giving and receiving, number 6 of Wands, along with the card of change your focus. So you want to give and receive so much. You may want to receive more than you want to give. You may want to give more than you want to receive. But there is some sort of an expectation with this card a lot of times. And it has to do with Venus entering in Taurus. And what that means for you, it's saying to change your focus. If it's becoming something of a stressful matter, or it's becoming something that you are having to just work too hard towards, then I feel like there is something where you're not going to be, if you're not appreciated, you don't feel harmonious in a situation, then you're going to be walking away from it and changing your focus to move forward to something else quickly. Because emotionally, you just don't have the time for it. Really, you have a lot of work to do. You're busy, bogged down with a whole lot of tasks. And a lot of you are really enjoying yourselves in your journey. You love the challenge. But this is saying to change your focus if something isn't working out for you, because it'll be in your best interest to do that, rather than beating your head against the wall and then looking for things to be balanced and stable. And some people just aren't operating on that level, and you already know. That's why you're a leader and you're leading the pack. So you may be gathering together a group of people to move on something that you're very, very passionately focused on, and it's going to help you out with understanding your purpose that much more. That is what I'm seeing here for you. So really bringing people together in some form or fashion, or walking away from something that no longer serves you. Huge for you. If you would like a reading from me, my name is Queen Sarita, naturallyhighlife.com, on Instagram, Queen Sarita. I look forward to hearing from you. Let me go ahead and get to the next 2 cards for the next sign. As I shuffle for the next one, this is sea salt on my table, guys, for purification and then some. Okay, so the 2 cards that are going to be for the next sign, which is Taurus. Ooh, they want to be seen. They just flew out of the deck. So let's go ahead and find out what cards those were. The 2 that are facing me are the ones that I'm going to choose. When that happens, then hey, we're going to go ahead and just pull these cards, because they know exactly what needs to come out of the deck, apparently. So for you, Taurus, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up quickly, because when I get to the 20-minute mark, oh God, it's not easy to upload a video. Reach out and awaiting results. We have the number 3 of Wands, number 7 of Wands. For Taurus, they are looking for this love. They're looking for this beauty. They're looking for this connection with other people, especially with groups. And they want to feel at one. They want to feel unity with other people, despite the differences in color, experiences, backgrounds. They really are wanting that astrologically right now. Something in the universe is teaching you the lesson to look beyond people's stupidity or other sorts of conditionings they have out here, and look at the divine in them. There's something you may not even understand, but you're drawn to it in other people. And creatively, it's going to help you to get a lot of things done. You'll be creating like crazy right now if you're in the creative fields, as a lot of Tauruses are. You're going to be creating, expressing yourself in a very spiritual way as well. You're looking for something. You're digging for answers. You're bringing together different resources right now and making sense of them. There is a deep passion and love for doing research, meditation, solitude, and mostly things like doing yoga, just working out. But a lot of self-reflection is going on inside. Even though on the outside it may look like nothing's going on, lots is going on with you. You have to look around you now and see all that has blossomed around you so far. Don't try to just focus on what has not worked in the past. What has worked, and what do you feel like moving forward with now? It's your reading and relationships. You have a very strong foundation now, and that is what is helping you to feel like you can be as creative as you want to be. All right, y'all, peace. Queen Sarita, again, I'm your host. Definitely reach out to me if you'd like a reading. I definitely would love to do one for you, Tauruses. Shoot me a message in the comments or email me on my website at naturallyhighlife.com. On Instagram, you can send me a message there if you want a reading. Queen_Sarita. Y'all know I'm about that real talking business here. All right, and I love what I do. The next one we're going to read from the most amazing Gemini. All right, so Geminis, this is for you for the month of March that we're still in, but it's talking about Venus entering Taurus, that pattern, or how that's going to play out, perhaps for you. And potentially the type of lessons or things that'll be happening or what you'll be learning. We have choose your battles, and we've got love. So already when we have both of these, we've got the energy of coming together. Not necessarily of two people, but for you, it most likely is, Gemini, because love has been on your radar for quite a while now, and you have actually been really using your magical skills of communication and of playfulness and of sharing information, teaching, learning, and really, really maturing in your laughter and everything. And something has brought you to it or you to them. And that is something that you've been loving it. However, Mercury retrograde could be the thing that has been running through your relationship or someone that you've met, and the communication has been off and you're not sure of why. Something is telling you intuitively that it shouldn't be this way. However, you're seeing that, things are just not working out well or the way that you'd like them to be. Choose your battles. If you all are getting into it, it could be just something that has to do with the planets doing something, like Venus, Aries together, that sort of thing, because that's just ending on the 31st of March. So some of you have been definitely going back and forth, debating somebody, wasting their time and yours sometimes, and you kind of regret it, but you may not know what came over you. Just a word, just take time and breathe and take your time. Be intentionally nice. It is not always about how you say things. Of course, it's about how you say them. And you can sound way more intrusive or demanding or, just not in tune or angry at this time, because Mercury is retrograde. There's some planetary things going on that may make people confused about what's going on. So with that being said, clear your energy. And if you'd like a reading from me, Geminis, my name is Queen Sarita, your host, naturallyhighlife.com, on Instagram, Queen Sarita. Let's get to the next one, the next sign. And before we have to change video, looks like we'll have to do the next ones in the next video, because it's not easy to upload a video to YouTube once it gets to the 20-minute mark a lot of times.